Hello, Tammi C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? It's the first of the month. May 1st. I love the first of the month. I always feel like it's a time for a revival. It's a time for a renewness. It's a time for a resurgence. It's time, you all. It's time. It's time. I get excited. I feel like the slate is wiped clean and I get some inspiration. I know sometimes people don't like Mondays. I like Mondays sometimes because they can be productive. Start of the week, map out what you want to get done. So it's not all bad. At least we alive. I created this channel to help others. It's not all about relationship talk. So I'm sorry if some of you are a little disappointed. Not sorry. I have to go with what is on my heart to create. But this channel is diversified. It's going to be talking about a lot of stuff. The relationship piece is near and dear to my heart, so I'll always talk about that. I enjoy talking about that. I'm intrigued with it. But I have to talk about other stuff too. But anyway, anyhow, today is about relationship stuff. And it's about advice for the brokenhearted. I really didn't know what to call it. It's a little bit of a rant. It's more of a Tammi Talks rant freestyle, but it is advice for the brokenhearted. I was saying, because I have to re-record this because of my loud air conditioner unit. I did a nice one for 16 minutes. It was good too. And all I could hear was some blowing, and I didn't want to provide that to you all. I want to talk about how we, as women and men, make people our everything. And I see it. It's kind of in both, but as a clinician, try not to do this. I don't like to tell you all what to do on this channel. I'm not your mom. I feel like auntie for some of you all. But I'm giving you advice on things I did incorrectly. And I'm hoping and praying that some I say can help you to make your life just a little bit more smoother. If you do go to therapy, say you go to therapy. And before I do all that, please hit like, you all. I forget to say that stuff. Like and subscribe. It means so much. Drop me comments. Thank you all. If you do go to therapy, let's say you had a bad breakup. You had a divorce. You having a divorce, getting a divorce. You have some trauma, relationship trauma. But more or less, I want to talk about a relationship right now. You with somebody. You all break up. You have a separation. And they come back. Don't ghost your therapist. Therapy is not to get your person back. No contact is not to get your person back. And so I think people are making these errors. They want that person back so bad, they start doing that manipulation stuff. And when you do that, it can lead to a path of darkness. It's almost like, think about this PPP loan. Do y'all know what the PPP loan, right, was for? That was a payroll, basically replacement loan. The reason why people have lost their pensions, lost their jobs, because they fraudulently took out this loan and they got this money illegally. And now they lost jobs. People at the state of Illinois that worked hard to get their pension lost their jobs because they lied and said they had a business, which they did not, and they got this money. So why am I talking about PPP loans? Because desperation kicks in, causes people to do fraudulent things, and the outcome is not favorable. It's the same thing with a relationship. People get desperate and do desperate things, and the outcome is not favorable. I was watching Catfish last night, and this older lady, she had been through some type of debilitating illness. She was doing good. She was doing better. And after that illness, she got breast cancer. She's in remission. So she was online, met a guy. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. This lady was a tad bit seasoned, a little bit older. And this guy that had been inboxing her on whatever she was on, he looked really young and quite good looking. I'm not saying this quite good looking guy would not be interested in her, but it's highly unlikely, okay? Long story short, I think she started, I hope I'm not mixing it up, I thought she had started sending him money. I think that's correct. And I ended up going to sleep. I don't even know. I kind of forgot what happened with the episode. But it's all tied back to what I'm saying. Desperation. So when you go to therapy and you're having a relationship challenge and it gets fixed, or it looks like it's fixed, and you just ghost us, I mean, I'm not worried about me per se. I'm worried about you. You should still go to therapy because it's almost like that church thing. You remember how people would do with church? Oh, I don't have no money, I'm going to church. Oh, my mama passed away, I'm going to church. Oh, my husband cheated on me, I'm going to church. And once the pain is better, they stop coming. But this is a continual relationship. God, it doesn't change because you got your man back. Or it doesn't change because you're not as grief-stricken over the passing of your mom. You should still want that connection. The same with therapy. I'm not saying stay in therapy for 14 years. But some people have to stay in it for a while because they have ongoing anxiety. They are bipolar. They are schizophrenic. They have a long-term depression disorder. So these people need continual support. I'm not ashamed to say I like going. I have to vent. I carry a lot of stuff. 50 girls coming to me telling me their stuff and all these clients. And I got to talk to somebody because guess what happens over here? Sometimes I'm in my car and I'm driving and I have something on my mind and I'll drive home. And guess what I tell myself? I say, girl, you don't have nobody to talk to. You don't have nobody to talk to because, and I'm saying that in a weird way. I do, but I don't want to tax my friends with my stuff. They got their own stuff. And I don't want to burden my sister. My sister does worry, my older sister. And if I tell her something, it's gonna wear her out. And my younger sister, she kind of chilled out. So you say something, she listens, but I don't get much from my younger sister. And that's okay. I'm not mad at her over there. She's my younger sister anyway. Not that she can't give me advice, but everybody different. She's just more laid back. It's not her job to save me. So that's why I go to therapy. Because I can tell my therapist. And me and her go back and forth. And she gives me probing questions that makes me say, didn't think of it like that. Yeah, stop putting these people up high. So what we're doing, because I did it back in the day, if my relationship was good, not with my last relationship, I learned better then. I wasn't a fool no more. But I'm saying when I was 30-something. If my relationship was on the good terms, today is a good day. Everything gonna be great. If me and that person got into an argument or we fell out, man, I'm in a bad mood. You can't let a relationship predicate your mood. Now, I will admit, if you with somebody and you all get into an argument, it does affect your day. Like, it does stay on your mind. I'm not going to sit up here and say that doesn't happen because it does. But I'm just saying, don't go to therapy only to save a relationship. Don't do no contact to manipulate and get the person back. Do this stuff for you. I was frustrated, you all, this week. What day was I talking to my sister? Monday. It's my job. I love the company I work for. I love my coworkers. I love my manager. I love leadership. It's not nothing like that. It's just sometimes the work I do, working with these youth, and I teach and teach and teach. I'm a counselor, but we have a lesson plan to follow. And then we do an end of the year celebration. I saw some stuff Monday I wasn't happy with. with my 8th graders. And I'm like, man, what I'm doing, is it really mattering? All this stuff we talk about, are they getting it? God, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? What am I supposed to be doing? And I already know my career is going to take a different turn if God says so. It's just a matter of time. Few weeks, couple of months. It's ready. Things are ready to go really well. I already know. So I just got to let go and let God. Let go and let God. So yesterday I'm in my classroom and I'm like feeling better than I was on Monday, but I needed a little oomph. So I put on my gospel music. I could drive home and fuss all the way home at them people, how they drive. I didn't fuss one time. Yesterday I had that gospel music on. I was in my zone. I don't know if somebody cut me off. I don't know if nobody did, whatever. I was in a zone. So I'm saying all that to tell you all, have a backup when you get frustrated, when you are challenged, when you are annoyed, when you are stressed out, when you are fatigued. What are you going to do? I turn to meditation. I turn to prayer. I turn to my Bible. I turn to sermons. And I did that this week. I haven't been meditating that good, but I definitely was listening to sermons and reading my daily word. And sometimes T.D. Jakes speaks about this. Sometimes you feel like you're in a dry land where it's not hidden. It's not the sermon. It's not. It'll never be the Bible. Now, I can't say that about the Bible. Anytime I read the Bible, it helps. But sometimes the sermon might not get you where you're trying to go. But yesterday, for me, that music, it spoke back to me, and I remembered the olden days at my church and how those songs really do inspire you and minister to you. And I went from that let go, let God to praise is what I do to a Fred Hammond song. Fred Hammond, all his songs helped me, so that was a given. And yeah, don't worry so much about the outcome. That's what that song Let Go and Let God is saying. We worried about how the story's going to end. We worry too much. I do too. I cut the worrying down after becoming ill, but right now, like I said, I'm still frustrated. It's about the career. I think it's financial. And then it's the dating piece. That one it's not high on my list right now, but it's frustrating. I know I got to deal with it eventually, one day. And you start thinking about that stuff. So I think, let me do a quick rant, then I'm going to sign off. I think sometimes people forget, like if you say, oh, you single? Yeah. Oh, you don't have no kids? Oh, you lucky. I get that sometimes. You lucky you don't have kids. You lucky you single. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me tell you something. Lucky? The pressure this Virgo girl puts on herself, every bill that hits this door, that comes out of my check, okay? Every piece of clothing that I got to fold right now, I got a basket full of clothes and some more in the dryer. I got to do that. My budget for May, I need to write that out. Those notes for my first job, I got to put that in. The notes for my second job, I got to do that. The oil that needs to be changed in my truck, I got to do that. The garbage that needs to go out today, I got to take that out. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm just saying, being single, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not as easy as people think, especially if you're busy. And yeah, self-inflicted. I did all this to myself. But I'm saying, stop looking at somebody else's life and think they have more time than you. You don't know what somebody doing. So let's go on a limb and say all of us busy, There I go with that, all of us busy. And I know the mom's busy and the dads. God bless you all, because I could barely manage myself. I couldn't even imagine if I had a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 7-year-old, a couple of kids. Oh, Lord. I'll figure it out, though. Just like the other moms do, I will figure it out. And dads. Shout out to the dads. Dads came out for grade pickup a couple of weeks ago. That was almost a month ago. But yeah, a lot of dads came out. So shout out to the dads. But in closing, put yourself first, you all. My God. Put yourself first. Stop this relationship stuff. Please stop. It's too much emphasis on it. And when you take that emphasis off the relationship, that's when things gonna start falling into place. It's like that PPP loan, desperate for extra money, and when it did something fraudulent, and now look, no pension, no job, it wasn't even worth it. I know why they do it. I get it, you all. Wouldn't that help you all if you got an extra $20,000 right now today? Extra $40,000? That'll change the trajectory of my year. But I'm not going to do nothing fraudulent that's going to get me in an orange jumpsuit or have to pay it all back and lose what I got. Don't lose what you have trying to be desperate and get something you don't got. You don't have. Bad English. Don't do that. Don't be desperate for the relationship. It's going to happen. Things happen when you take the focus off of them. A man is like your shadow. You run to him, he run from you. You run from him, he run to you. A woman is like your shadow. You run from her, she run to you. You run to her, you all know. I can't say it again. Y'all know what I mean. When you run to people, they're going to run from you. When you run away from them, they run to you. The one who does the chasing never wins. Don't chase. Let love come to you. Tony Braxton said, let it go, let it flow. Let it flow. That's a beautiful song by Tony. Let it flow. Love is organic. So, again, that question that's being posed to me, when you gonna date? What's going on with dating? It's coming. It's coming. It's all good. I ain't worried about that. I'm not gonna go out and get desperate and run and find me a guy. I don't need to find no guy. Guys find me. I met somebody Saturday when I went out for that play. Not my type, but sweet guy. From what I could pick up on, he was a very nice guy, a little bit older. Not my type, but it's okay. That's what I try to tell people. Every time you go out on a date or every time you meet somebody, it's not a love connection. Sometimes we just meet people. I love meeting people. All genders. I always say all genders. Women and men. I like meet people, period. But it doesn't have to be a love connection. I'm not worried about that piece. You know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Love is organic. Can't force it. Don't do a fraudulent PPP loan for love. Let it come to you. I'm out of here, you all. I gotta get ready for work. Hope something I said helped. I hope I made sense. Oh, I thought I shut this thing off. I was gonna say, oh my God. I hit the wrong button. Okay, you all. Take care. Thanks for listening to me ramble and talk. It's more of a freestyle type of thing. Just want to help, though. At the end of the day, that's my ultimate goal. God bless you all. God keep you all. Bye. Have a good day. Happy May 1st.